Hey guys, here's a story of why I always wanted to be an entrepreneur my whole life, even though I technically didn't know it. When I grew up, I was 5 years old and I absolutely loved and was obsessed with the game of baseball.
Rollin' with it, I'm not mad. Rollin' with it, it's all.
I played it day in and day out and obviously dreamed of becoming a professional baseball player one day. When I was 17 years old playing in high school, I started to do really well. I started to hit a lot of home runs, pitch, catch, throw every runner out, and I had a blast. I garnered a little bit of attention from some coaches. I got a bunch of emails and messages. I told these coaches that I was going to serve an LDS mission, and as soon as I said that, their interest waned and scattered instantly. Deep down, I was kind of a little bothered by that, but I was pretty firm on what I was going to do. I went out and I served a mission. I spent 2 years. Initially, I struggled big time. The mission at the time was one of the hardest things I had ever done.
What I just said. Tighten your belts, take your pull-ups, take the extra sticky sides, wrap them around your waist twice, slap them down, and then...
Being 18 and young, it was a culture shock to get shipped off to Mexico when we had all these comforts here, but I quickly grew to love it. I fell in love with the Mexican culture, and I found this experience from one of the hardest to one of the funnest experiences I had had to that point. We taught people about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and what they could do to become closer to the Savior. We also had a lot of fun.
Ahí está tomando video.
We were able to develop our many talents. One of the things that I wanted to do before the mission was play the guitar. I practiced and practiced and practiced and never had any success, except for now in Mexico, many of these people knew how to teach me.
Missionary boys. It's okay. Una colonia de suida delicias, yo vivía muy feliz.
I learned that I loved working on hard projects that I was extremely passionate about. Quickly after, I was back at home. I had asked my dad to find me a good job. He asked around and found me a fairly good job, and I got to work instantly. While I was working at this job, there was moments that were a little bit fun, but there was other moments that were pretty mindless, and it was pretty brutal mentally. I daydream of doing other things and accomplishing much greater things in my life. After this, I went to college and I made some good friends, worked pretty hard.
You already know what it is. Go and do it for me. Now watch me whip. Kill it. Now watch me nay. Okay.
And then one day I felt prompted to play baseball. It came out of the blue and revived that childhood dream of wanting to play baseball professionally. Going back, I had an amazing high school baseball career with some good stats that I could share. I called up some of these coaches that were still there, some of them weren't, some of them were new, and based upon my stats, I had a few people that were really interested in offering me a place, assuming I came and did a tryout, and past that tryout, they would give me a scholarship. During that time, I was lifting a lot, and I was actually in extremely great physical condition. But then one day, I felt prompted to go to a small community college close to home and play baseball. I wasn't offered anything. They weren't interested. So I don't know that I was exactly scouted or recruited or wanted there. These folks didn't really have a great record, but I felt prompted to go there anyways. After I arrived and suited up to play some ball, I quickly realized why their record was so bad. With the added competition, I felt like I was evenly matched and showed up and played some good ball against some good players. I felt like I was on the top of my game and felt like I was doing really well, and kind of thought I was going to get offered a scholarship position. I soon learned that that was maybe not the case. I wasn't recruited. I was showing up a few of the kids that were recruited or were on the team previously. Maybe because I was unrecruited or other aspects of politics I didn't understand. I kind of felt like this coach was maybe out to try to destroy my confidence. I remembered getting a shot to catch. The end was behind the plate, and I threw a kid out, their fastest runner on the opposing team. I threw him out from my knees, and it was a curveball. So the ball came in much slower, and I felt confident. Later on, I got benched because I fell to my knees. I wasn't quite certain if this coach had ever watched any MLB baseball.
Probably off speed right here. Yachty alerting the third baseman.
From his knees. Oh, he got him! What a throw! Yadier Molina from his knees.
But that seems to happen a lot, and people kind of applaud when that happens.
Rollin' with it, I'm not mad. Rollin' with it, it's all